All right, family. I got a question for you. What type of circle are you in? Are you in a survival circle or are you in a living circle? Because I'm evaluating my circles, right? And we're gonna get into this a little bit in Kumba, right? Um, but today's topic is there is no success in halfway dreaming, or there's no halfway dreaming. All right, stay tuned. The toast is kind of long. I'm just coming back from the future to tell you the toast is long. Once again, I go in, but hey, if you want to get through it, go up to about 33 minutes. All right, peace. Here's the show. So as my daughter say, let's get started. I want to welcome everybody to the Daily Toast. We are, of course, toasting up our ancestors, lifting up our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, as we always talk about, hell for Africans is being forgotten. So we want to remember our family. We'll remember those people that lifted us up. So we're going to ask them, be present. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Alright. So, as y'all saw yesterday, my daughter Sasha got up and came down to kind of do the thing with us. But I got some, hold on. Brother Kwame says, family reunion keeps me busy this week. When is a good time interval in which to reach out to you in the coming week? Well, you know I'm in the office from like 9 to 5. So you can reach out to me almost during any of those times. Like right after the Daily Toast is kind of rough because I'm cutting up the video and stuff like that. So hit me up. Yeah, because I got your message too. I've been kind of rolling my mind around with some ideas for you. But then also we need to go talk about the location because I want to know if y'all coming over to the school or what we going to do. All right? So hit me up between 9 and 9. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, call and then stay by your phone because you know I usually will call you right back. You know. So here we go. Gotta get that water, fam. It's important that we drink this water now. According to some of the information, okay. Okay, OSU Extension Center. So we gotta think about what we're gonna do for some of the young people. But you want performances. So for those that don't know, Brother Kwame is talking with me about a celebration called Queen Mother Mayat Moore's Day, right? Um, for those that don't know who Queen Mother Moore is, you can look her up on the internet. But she she has served. Um, she Let me just put it this way: she was somebody who kept the history. Queen Mother Moore was with Garvey. I mean, so and some of us had the pleasure of meeting her. Actually, I never got to meet her. For some reason, every time they brought her to the Africa Center, I wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? But she was like somebody who not just kept the history, but actually was involved with the history, right? Yeah, Brother Kwame said a female no more acts. So she actually was there for a lot of the stuff that most of us was studying at the time. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to know about really what was going on with Garvey's organization, Queen Mother Moore was there. You wanted to know kind of what was going on during the time when Malcolm X was around, Queen Mother Moore was there. You know what I'm saying? So we got these people in our community that was in the shadows of a lot of great things. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to understand, because we could focus on the Malcolm X and the Martin Luther Kings and the Marcus Garveys and the Frederick Douglasses. But what we got to understand that there was people behind these people that was basically holding them up, right? And by us not celebrating these people, by us not accessing these people and just being starstruck, because we need to get out of this whole starstruck mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's why once again I'm bringing it back home. I'm bringing it back. Boom. All right, because we pour libations for all these famous big name people. Now we need to pour libation for ours. You know what I'm saying? Because your grandparents might not have been in the Garvey movement. You know what I'm saying? But they might have been impacted, or for all we know, they might have been an influence on some of the stuff that was going on then, right? Some of us don't even know what our family connection was to that, as they call them, the Black Wall Streets that were all over the country, or what black towns, or how did you end up in the city where you are right now? Many of us don't even know our family history, right? So the reason I'm doing this is, one, I want to encourage you, one, to really start doing your own personal research. See, because a lot of us, we will spend time researching the hell out of strangers, but we won't research the people we know. You know what I'm saying? To really see how life impacted them, because how life impacted them demonstrates how they impacted you. You know what I'm saying? Because people be having this nature nurture piece. We know there's a balance, because we come from a concept of Mayat. There's a balance of nature nurture, right? So the piece that you have to understand is, how did the nature or the society or the times, how did that influence the people that raised you, right? Why was your family so X? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When I say X, that's an unknown variable. You could throw anything into there that you want. I know you know that, Kwame. But somebody out there might not know that, right? So why was your family so X? You know what I'm saying? Why was your family so Y? Why was your family so Z? So that you get a better understanding about you, right? Hell, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the diseases, like as they tell you, if you look at the diseases that have taken out some of the men in your family and you're a man, there's a good chance that you could be running across some of those diseases. Same thing with women. What are the diseases in your family, right? And then you can start isolating the factors that caused it. Now, one of the things as black folks we got to understand, one of the reasons a lot of our people is getting sick is the food, yes, but we are under constant stress. And let me tell you, that tears your system up, slowly but surely. But let me go and drink my water, all right? I'm sorry, Brother Kwame. You know I get off into my little rants, you know. 8 ounces down. I'm gonna throw both of those away because they leaking. You can't be a brewer with leaking water buckets, water jugs. It's not no good. Yes, it is. Sometimes it do. Sometimes it do. But I do it all the time. Just, I'm approaching my 50, so. Another 8 ounces, fam. Alright. I did a little bit different yesterday. I'm not going to run out of water today. So, I am doing the bitters. As you'll see, I've been killing the bottle. I've been killing it. Been killing it. Now, one of the good parts about bitters is that it supplies natural energy, nourishes bone protections, relieve inflammation, create good cholesterol, boost antioxidant levels, decrease water retention, control and lower blood pressure, reduce allergic tendencies and improves vision, improves digestion, decrease inflammation, improve brain function, the immune system, improve skin complexion, and help balance good sugar levels. Damn, I didn't mean to read all that. I was looking for something. Help balance the blood sugar. You know what I'm saying? And then it curbs the desire for sugar. You know what I'm saying? Really, it does. I'm trying to tell y'all this bitter stuff, bitters, family, bitters. Not just bitters, you know what I'm saying? But the bitter in life, right? You know what I'm saying? We need to go and sample some of that. We need to sip on some of that bitter. But I'm taking the bitters along with my brews, because if you let them sit long enough, they turn to bitters, basically. So vinegar is considered. I got to look and see if vinegars are bitter. You know what I'm saying? If anybody out there, you got access to the internet, can you check and see if vinegar would be considered a bitter, or is vinegar its own thing? All right, I'm about to do the bitter. Here we go. Family, 30 days. I gotta go get another bottle, but I'm getting used to it now. Somebody else joined us. I want to thank you. Throw a thumb up or say something so I know who it is. We just want to make sure it ain't the FBI or CIA, But if it is, welcome. All right. Alright, yesterday we finished up our cherry. Today we're going to finish up the grape. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 I never can say goodbye. Thank goodness I got a whole nother batch brewing. This is nice and mature, family. Now I want to make sure that when y'all drinking that ambrosia, right? When you drinking it, right? I want to make sure that you're doing the proper steps. Checking it in the light, even though I got a blue glass. Look at it in the light. See if you see any life floating in there. Check out how gassy it is. You know what I'm saying? Smell, so that you know. Start knowing what you're drinking, right? A lot of times we just trust in these companies. I don't want you to trust me. I want you to really, really start to get intimate with your stuff. Now, when you start getting your own scobies, like some of y'all out there is ordering scobies, right? When you get your scobies, I want you to get real personal with your scobie, right? I want you to give your scobie a name. My scobies got names. Now, since they all come from the same line, they all got the same name, except for the one that I created up there that's getting strong right now, right? I call that one a different name, but this batch, the Scobie that made this one, this come from the batch of Almas, right? Cause them girls is born on Friday. Say, oh, push-ups, damn it. All right, I gotta catch up on my push-ups. You know what I'm saying? They was born on Nia. They was born today, right? On this day and this energy right here, right? And this is what's crazy about the SCOBY, right? Once again, I keep on trying, and I want y'all to really think about the importance of this, right? SCOBYs are living things, and they form a symbiotic relationship. When you have your own SCOBY, that SCOBY begins to produce for you what you need. But you just got to be specific with it. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to go on and touch. You can't be afraid to touch it, pick it up. You know, and when you brewing, you are creating something, especially for you. I mean, that's how dope these things are, right? So we're gonna toast our creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call on that great force. We call it into our presence, even though it's already in our presence. We recognize it, and we toast that creator by whatever name you choose, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our personal ancestors. Man, our mothers, our fathers, our uncles, our aunts, our brothers, our sisters, our friends, our cousins, our nieces and nephews, all of those people in our family line that have made the transition, we want to salute them. We want to take time to research them. We want to take time to remember them, right? We want to stand proudly on top of our family pyramid, right? And be able to look over the work that our personal ancestors have done. Some of us are fortunate enough to have to be able to live in houses that were built and owned by family. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are fortunate enough to have stuff passed down to us. Books, and especially Bibles. You know what I'm saying? Go through the Bible and find some of the notes that some of your ancestors left, right? Some of us were left clothing by some of these people. You know what I'm saying? Some of us was, some of us left change. Now, and I want to be very specific about this, family. If your grandparents, especially grandparents, maybe some of y'all might be old enough for your parents. If your parents kept change, right? Don't just go and cash that change in. This is why. Because if your parent is older than 60 and they've been keeping coins for the last 40, maybe 50 years, and you go and you just cash in them coins, you just robbed yourself. You just robbed yourself, right? Because you didn't go through the change and you didn't check the dates. Now, just for your information, ancestral information, coins before 1967, quarters, dimes, half dollars, and silver dollars are almost 100% silver. I think before 1966, 66, 67, right before I was born, right? Now, so if you take a dime, that's a 1967 dime, to the bank and they give you 10 cents, you just got cheated. Because that's a tenth of an ounce of silver, which is worth, if you say a tenth, take a tenth of $15. That's about 1.5. That's $1.50 that you just gave away, right? Because you ain't want to go through what your ancestors left you. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because we be missing their presence. We be missing their wisdom. Some of us miss their cookies, right? Some of us miss the breads that they used to make. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, my grandmother used to make beats for me, right? And I up to this day I love beats. I remember when I first started, I didn't like them. You know what I'm saying? But it's information and stuff like that we need to go on and talk about, because that feeds our ancestors. That strengthens the connection between us and our ancestors, right? And at this time, and no other, we definitely need to strengthen the links between us and our ancestors, fam. So we toast those ancestors, those grandmothers, those grandfathers, those fathers, those aunts, those uncles, those cousins and friends, and those nieces and nephews that have made their transition. I'm going to go down my family line today because I already did a little spiel. So we going to go and say Ashe. From there, we toast this moment. The day is near, the day of purpose, right? The day is near. So we toast near, and we lift up our glass and we toast this moment, because in the moment is when our life happens. It never happens in the past, never happens in the future. It only happens in the moment. So if you want to grasp your power, stop waiting for tomorrow. Stop crying about yesterday and get your ass in the moment and get busy. I lift up my glass to now, and we say Ashe. From there, we toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity, right? We toast our children. We celebrate them now so that they can celebrate us when it's our times. So we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, I toast you. Any special toast that you need me to do. If you have any ancestors that you want me to shout out, feel free to put them on the timeline. Put in the timeline. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, put it down below. If you have any special occasions or special things that you want me to toast while I'm doing this morning toast, I'll gladly do it. It's a special time for us. Sometimes we got to be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to be selfish. So sometimes we need to go on and toast us. We need to lift the glass up for us. That's why we here, right? That's why we here. That's why we do this on a daily basis, man. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. Thanks for sharing, my brother. But, sometimes we got to be selfish with our prayers. Sometimes we got to be selfish with our toast. You know what I'm saying? And this is your opportunity. If there's anything that you need for our circle, because it's a small, intimate circle that gets up and do this, right? That you need for our circle to toast, feel free to post it up there. This is what this time is for. We done called the Creator and the Ancestor into our presence. And the one thing that I always had a problem with, as far as libations with black folks, when I'm doing it with my family, is that people don't take it serious. It's almost as if, we're just doing it, not really realizing that when we ask the ancestors to come, they come. We brought them out. We brought them out. It's real. We asked the Creator. It's real. The energy is here. So if you got something you need, lift up your glass and ask for it. Or post it up. I ask for it for you. All right? So let me go and drink some of this mature grape. Good God. Now, hit my detox brew. Save a little bit for a coon, but so we done made it all the way through our detox brew, fam. It changed again. Great day, Mr. Mateen. Alright. Alright, so today on YouTube, I'm going to be talking, because I filmed it yesterday. Because I got hit. And I got hit yesterday. I walked into a store, fam, and I was checking out. And as I went up to the counter, a young man spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? This blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not used to that. This little brother said, "Good morning." Now I know some of y'all probably like wonder why I'm shocked about that, right? You know, I'm at a school. I mean, my kids don't really say good morning. They just come up and give me a hug, right? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? "What's up, Mr. Brown?" Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? This young man said, "Good morning." I said, "Damn. Uh-oh, we got some manners now. Whoa." I said, "Yo, man, what school you go to?" So I'm not going to go through the whole story. Well, anyway, after leaving the conversation with him, the idea came upon me to talk about halfway dreams and how we as a people teach our children and have been taught to halfway dream. You know what I'm saying? And in these halfway dreamings, we rob ourselves, right? Because we have always been told, have a backup plan. Have a backup plan, right? Have a backup plan. I got a question. What was the backup plan for the pyramids? What was the backup plan for Timbuktu when we built it? What was the backup plan for the UNIA? When Marcus Garvey started his thing. What was the backup plan for Tuskegee University? I know Richard Pryor had a backup plan. I know he wanted to be something else. What was the backup plan? What was their backup plan? What was Joe Jackson's backup plan? Those that don't know who. See, we have been programmed to prepare for failure rather than mastery. So we halfway dream. You know what I'm saying? We send our children out on quest to achieve things with failure in mind. You know what I'm saying? And we call it protecting them. But I'm see, because this is one of the things we tell our kids, and I want y'all to really think about the logic of this shit. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Thank you for sharing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Think about that shit. Now, I happened to go to a farm, and I never seen a farmer go to the chicken roost or whatever they call it, with two baskets. Never. Now, I ain't been on a farm a lot, and maybe some of y'all some farm boys and farm girls out there, but I ain't never seen a farmer go to the chicken coop with two baskets. What kind of logic is that? That sounds stupid to me. You know, one basket is just in case. And then let me ask you this. So, you got two baskets. You ain't putting all your eggs in one basket. You got extra baskets with you, right? and you spread the eggs out in all the baskets, right? What's to stop you from dropping one of the damn baskets because you got too many baskets, right? Wouldn't it be wiser just to take care of the one basket? See, because even if you put them in multiple baskets, right? Even if you have multiple baskets, what if one of those break? Oh, you got the other baskets out there. But you still suffer the consequences from the basket breaking. See, this is why I talked about bitter yesterday before I talked about this. The ancestors be lining the stuff up. Y'all got to understand, man, there's an energy moving here. The ancestors lined this up because I wasn't even supposed to be in that store, right? I wasn't even supposed to be there at that time in the morning. I went to the store because my wife asked me to do something for her. I'm usually on my way. I wouldn't have been there. But this issue popped up right after I got done talking about the bitter, right? Many of us teach our kids not to deal with the bitter in life. We teach them to avoid the bitter. Go on, make life all sweet. Right? You ain't got to suffer. You ain't got to struggle. But what type of life is that? What do you get with somebody that don't struggle and suffer? What do you get? Have y'all ever heard the story about the cocoon and the butterfly and the little boy? And the little boy had the little cocoon, and he watched it, and he watched it evolve. He watched the caterpillar go into the cocoon. And this was his caterpillar. And he just watched this damn thing. And he watched it evolve. He watched it go from the caterpillar to the chrysalis. And he watched it transform. And he was so excited for his butterfly that when the butterfly started breaking out and he saw the butterfly struggling, he cut the butterfly up out of the cocoon. He helped it. And when the butterfly came out, the butterfly was basically undeveloped. Because it's the struggle of the butterfly coming up out the cocoon that help force the blood or force the fluid into the wings so that the wings can develop. It's the struggle in life that makes us better. It's the suffering in life that makes us better. It's the bitter in life that makes us better. The sweet don't do nothing but make us sick and weak. You know what I'm saying? Just look at how all of, listen, it's just in recent days that poor people start killing themselves, family. I'm just being honest with you. Some of y'all could be mad at me for saying that, but it's just this recent shit now with all this media and shit that poor people really start killing themselves. I'm just saying, because when you born in struggle and when you used to struggling ain't shit. It's usually somebody who's not used to some shit, used to any type of struggle, that's killing themselves. And now we want to raise our children without struggle. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. Another 31-minute toast. Damn. I'll be sliding in and out of reality. I'm sorry. All right, so I won't even go into this. I guess I have to go into this tomorrow. All right, family. So I'm out. Facebook. Y'all have a great day. All right. Make sure you drink your bitters. Get you some ambrosia. Those that want to start brewing ambrosia. My fault, you can't brew ambrosia, but you could brew your own June kombucha. I can help you with that, right? But you can't brew that ambrosia. I brew that ambrosia, right? Those that want to get some ambrosia, you know what I'm saying? Go and support. Hey, thank you, brother Kwame. Hey, but those that want to get the ambrosia, make sure you hit me up, right? Support the journey. The journey supports you, because I got a batch coming out, and 2 gallons already gone. 2 gallons have already been pre-ordered. So just putting it out there. Sulfur bitters. Oh, I didn't do. I gotta look up the sulfur bitters. What's up with the sulfur bitters? But bitters are good, man. Bitters are good in liquid form and in life. Get some bitter. You know what I'm saying? Get some bitter. Don't become bitter. Just because it makes life so much sweeter. You know what I'm saying? Because you compare and contrast. All right, but yo, I'm out. Peace, Facebook. Y'all take it easy. All right, YouTube. I'm about to let you go. Get you into the second part of the discussion. I filmed this yesterday. All right, so I might have covered some of it. Y'all know I'll be going in, but I made it a little bit different. But I go a little bit more in detail in the next section. So y'all gonna see me in clothes and stuff like that, because usually y'all see me in my gear for early morning. All right, but now here we go. So stay tuned. Just checked into work. The idea for what I'm gonna talk about on Nia is here. It hit me. I went to the store. And I had to do a service, right? So I went to the store and I bought something I shouldn't bought. I'm still struggling, like all of y'all out there. We all got something we struggle with. But this so happened that while I was in line, a young man of about 11, about 11, no, he was older than 11. Let's say about 13, 14 years old, maybe 15. I was talking to him. And before I could speak to him, he looked at me and he said, "Good morning, sir." I said, "Wow." I said, "Good morning." It's sort of a blessing for me to run into a young man who speaks. You know what I'm saying? And especially say something like "good morning" nowadays. Wow. I said, "Damn, I'm impressed, young man." I said, "What school you go to?" He told me what school he went to, and I said, because it's a special school where kids go that are focused, right? I said, "Well, what are you focusing on?" He said, "I want to be an actor." Now, the older woman that was at the cash register, she was smiling at our conversation. She didn't say nothing when he said it was actor. She just got back to scanning my stuff. But then he said, "Just in case that don't work, I think I'll be a lawyer." And she said, "Yeah, yeah." And I started thinking about it from that point. And I told him, I said, "Listen, I know you heard the statement, don't put all your eggs in one basket." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, it was one rich guy that said, put all your eggs in one basket, but watch the basket." Right? And I walked out and this thought hit me. Halfway dreams. Halfway dreams. Many of us are suffering from halfway dreams. What do I mean by halfway dreams? Right? Halfway dreams are dreams that we had when we was young. But because of fear or because of what other people would say, because of other people's ideas, we didn't pursue them dreams. So they was halfway dreams. They was just here. We never actualized them and made them concrete. As a young person, dreams are like wings, and they allow you to fly above the madness. It allows you to fly above a bad household. It allows you to fly in school when you're being picked with, or fly through bad grades. Dreams help elevate you. But as you start getting older and you don't pursue the dreams turn from wings to weights. They hold you stuck in place. They hold you in depression. Now,
the reason I want to bring this to you is because many of us as adults are living halfway dreams. When Martin Luther King gave his speech, he didn't say, I have a halfway dream. When Marcus Garvey was doing his thing, he didn't have a halfway love for black people. He didn't have a halfway dream of where he wanted them to be. When Booker T. Washington opened up Tuskegee Institute, he didn't have a halfway dream. He was truly committed to his dream. When Frederick Douglass ran for freedom, he didn't have a halfway dream of being free. The dream was real enough for him to pursue it, even at the risk of his life. See, many of us, and this goes back to what I talked about this morning, or for those that's watching this yesterday, this goes back to what I was talking about yesterday, the bitterness. Many of us have been so conditioned for sweetness. We want sweet in our coffee. We want coffee with our sugar. We want coffee. We want coffee with our sugar. We want pop with our sugar. We want spaghetti with our sugar. We're not consuming the other things. The other things are the sidebar. The main thing is the sugar, and the sugar is the sweet. We only want the sweet. We don't even want the fruit that the sweet come in. We just want the fruit. We want the sweet. And we are living our life like that. This is why I'm telling people on the Nguzi Saba Challenge, those that are new to this, start getting some bitter in your life. Start tasting the bitter so that you can get the physical. Because when you take something bitter, when you take a bitter herb, right? No sugar, just straight bitter herb, right? It wakes something up in you, right? It's not just the caffeine that wakes the motherfucker up from black coffee. It's the bitterness of that coffee that gets the blood flowing. It's the bitterness from straight black tea or straight green tea that gets everything moving. We have to start training ourselves and training our young people to accept the bitter and move and pursue their dreams. Because when you're pursuing a dream, there's definitely bitter, because you got to get the bitter before the sweet. You got to get the bitter. That's the only way you get it. Anything you're good at, there was a bitter point. A bitter point. A point where you, right, couldn't do it. And it was bitter because you messed up. You couldn't do it, whether it was math, whether it was physics, whether it was some type of class that you were struggling with in school, whether it was making a speech, whether it was making a video, whether it was doing a podcast, whether it was writing a blog, whether it was getting on social media, whether it was pursuing your goal in your job or your career or whatever you have, whether it was starting a business. All of y'all know that bitter has to come in. We try to protect our kids from that aspect of life. We try to protect ourselves from that aspect of life. But that is a major, major important thing that we have to start striving and learning how to hang on to and how to embrace. Because it's only through the bitter that we can recognize the sweet. Some of us got it good and we can't recognize it because we haven't been in a bad situation. Have you ever been with somebody like that? Somebody who has it good. You walk into their house, the shit is immaculate. You step in their car, the shit is immaculate. But yet they depressed and they're sad because they don't have nothing to compare and contrast what they have. You on the journey, those of you in G&J, we starting with absolutely nothing. Nothing. I want y'all, let me even get more personal with you. I constantly tell y'all this, but I need y'all to really understand this. People think I'm crazy. I'm sitting in my office during my break. I'm recording, I'm talking to my damn self. I put the video up, I might get about 10 views. I put the blog up, I might get 26 to 50 views. I do a podcast, I might get 20 views or 20 listens or 10 downloads. People think I'm crazy. I'm wasting my time. But this is the bitter, fam. This is the bitter. Because when success starts trickling in, as it slowly is, right? As it slowly is, See, one of the things I taught myself a long time ago, I came up with this rhyme, and it says, if it come fast, it don't last. If it comes slow, it's good to go. And those that know, when you do something and you trudge along, and it's a trudge, it's a death march. It's, as X Clan used to say, freedom or death. What is your freedom? What are you willing to lay it down for? See, many of us we had these dreams, and these dreams come to us as gifts. Ambrosia was a gift. Y'all got to understand, man. For a long time, I was like, I want to make my wine, boom, 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 for years. And then I heard a book. I bought a book, and I listened to the book. I said, well, damn, I could do this. And I started brewing, and then I got the SCOBY, and I'm with the SCOBY. My wife seeing me pick up something strange. She's like, you crazy. What is that? I'm playing with it. I'm talking to it. I'm telling it what I need. Put it in, and it start booming. It start growing. It start coming to life. And the first sip, when I got the first sip, I said, I'm on to something. I'm on to something big. Like right now, every morning, I'm getting up, I'm writing. I'm not writing scripts because I do this all freestyle, but I'm writing blogs to go along with what I'm doing. Why? Because this is my dream. Ending diseases that are related to the gut in my tribe, and developing and building a media company. Y'all laugh when I got my daughter in front of the camera, right? But she saw me and she copied me. So I'm trying to get my kids to start finding their dreams now, because they will not have the leeway that I had. I was able to throw away my 20s. I threw my 20s away. Some of the people that's on Ohio State with me can attest to that. I threw my 20s away. My kids won't be able to afford that. Because we're living in a time where the oppressor is so greedy and so outright with it that they will flaunt their millions and billions in front of you. And they will take money from companies that are supporting good people, the people that would rally to their defense. I have never, in the history of the world, maybe with Rome, experienced, I'm old, maybe with Rome, never experienced a level of greed as such here, where you would disseminate the class or the group that protects your wealth, that manage your wealth, that helps you maintain your wealth, that helps protect your property. How you could let them fall into poverty. That's the time we living in. The only thing that's gonna get us up out this poverty. Is that gray hair? What is that? Yeah, that's gray. I love it. I love my haircut. This barber laid it out, man. But anyway, y'all want to see the little part, right? Anyway, I've never experienced this. So the only thing our kids can do is dream. So family, check this out. When you find a young person with a dream, motivate them. Even if you don't necessarily agree with the dream, push them, motivate them. Mothers and fathers, if your child have a dream, that dream now becomes your dream. Right? I ain't saying stop pursuing yours, but I'm saying if your child say they want to be a scientist, explore some science with them. They want to act, get the video camera out. Help them form up YouTube. They want to write, sit down and read their writing. They want to read. They want to be a reader. Because there's people making money doing that. Y'all know that, right? I buy Audible books once a month. I buy a book every month. And I'm not alone. There's millions of people buying books. And there's individuals that read those books that get paid. And they do exclusive voiceovers for books. So there's money in reading. That's going to be one of the projects that I'm working on. But first, I'm going to solidify what I'm doing with that ambrosia. Then we're going to get into the other aspect of the media, not just me getting up on here and ranting and doing my freestyle, but actually having scripted material over a podcast, having scripted material and doing little shows on YouTube. I'm not playing. Listen, this shit right here, social media, without me making a dime, I already recognize that it's a weapon. And it's the weapon that I was born to throw around, to have, to use, to master. And I'm gonna master this shit. Regardless of who say it, because I ain't halfway dreaming. Fuck a halfway dream. A halfway dream turns into a weight that holds you down and keep you stuck in your life. My fault, not even life. Because if you don't have a dream and if you don't pursue it, you're not really living. You're not living, family. You're just existing and taking up space. So pursue your dreams. All out. This brother Tim, I'm out.
Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about Gye-Nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.